Hello guys, welcome back to Life with Paulie. This is another Where Things Grow video. However, today's video is going to be a little bit different. Please stay with me even if you're a supporter of Jasmine because I want to hear from you. Now today's video, if you don't know what Where Things Grow is, it is this woman Jasmine that has had her YouTube channel for a couple years, but she just came back on YouTube not that long ago. And she said that God called her to quit her job, and because she quit her job, she was evicted out of her apartment. She's had 3 evictions. She's had her car repoed. She lost her stuff in storage. She's got bad credit. And she is here on YouTube basically doing live Bible studies, Bible readings, scripture readings and things like that, but also asking for donations to the ministry. Now, that is what I have a problem with, is she comes on here and says, if you would like to help the ministry, please donate to the ministry. Now, if you're helping a ministry and you're donating to ministry, the money is supposed to go to the ministry. Now, I do understand that if somebody is doing live Bible readings, Bible study, and scriptures and things like that, ministers and pastors and things like that, they can receive a salary. But they're supposed to be doing it legally, okay? Now, if you're running a ministry, I don't know about churches. Yeah, I think churches are the same way. If it's a legal organization, if it's a church, if it's a ministry, a legal ministry, usually it's registered and it's a 501c, which is basically tax-free. And what Jasmine is doing over there, asking money for the ministry and then taking in donations by Cash App and Venmo, she is taking them in by personal Cash App and Venmo, okay? And personal Cash App and Venmo, that money they're taking in doesn't get reported to the IRS. Only business Venmos and business Cash Apps get reported to the IRS. So it's just like you guys now. If you have a job and you're working, that's personal income. You get taxed on that income, okay? Miss Jasmine, however, is pulling in all these donations and not getting taxed on that income because it's not being sent to the IRS. So without somebody reporting it, which I can say I have reported it to the IRS, and I have reported it to Venmo, and I have reported it to Cash App. It is now out of my hands. It's now into their hands. I felt it was wrong of what she's doing by asking for donations to the ministry while sticking the money in her pocket. Now, like I said, people running a ministry, yes, they can get paid for running the ministry. They can take a salary while running the ministry, but they are supposed to be transparent to the people where the money is coming from, which is the people making donations on her channel, okay? If she needs money for a hotel room, or like say she needs $65 for the night for the hotel, or food, or laundry detergent, or toilet paper, she's supposed to be coming on YouTube and saying, we need $65 for the room tonight. We need money for toilet paper. We need money for food. We need money for our phone. We need money to order DoorDash. Not saying donate to the ministry if you want to help the ministry, okay? When you are running a ministry or a church, you're supposed to be transparent on where the money is going. You're supposed to be keeping track of the money. You're supposed to be keeping the money separate. It even says that when you're running a ministry, you're supposed to keep the ministry money separate from your personal money. Now that I got through all that, I want to hear from you guys. I don't care if you support Jasmine. I want to hear from you. If you support Jasmine, you support the channel, I want to know why. And if you see anything wrong with the channel, or if I'm just seeing everything wrong. If you don't support Jasmine, I want to hear from you, and I want to hear why and what you see wrong and what you see she's doing wrong. Are you seeing the same things I'm seeing, or are you not? I want to put out here to everybody today that I do not hate Jasmine. I don't know her boyfriend. I don't care about her boyfriend because her boyfriend's in the back. Okay, just yapping. He never shows himself on camera. Don't know why. Don't care right now. But I do want to say that these donations that are coming in to her channel is not only supporting her and giving her a salary, but it's also supporting her boyfriend. Okay? And the thing about it is Miss Jasmine seems to be doing all the work. I mean, she says her boyfriend also was called to God and to do this working with the ministry, but what is he doing? Really, what is he doing? He was called by God, so that means she plans on him not working again either, as long as he's doing work on the ministry. But Jasmine just came on a video yesterday and said she was tired and that she was kind of glad that her phone got shut off because she didn't receive payment for it, which means what we're doing here is working. And I'm glad. You know, people might say, well, that's terrible to say. You know, you want somebody to be homeless and sleeping under a tree and sleeping on the sidewalk. No, it's not that. But if you're going to try to help the homeless, I could see helping the homeless. I don't hate homeless. I don't look down on homeless because I don't know their stories. Except for Jasmine's story, we all know because she got tons of videos out. She told us all this. She told us that she's had 3 evictions. She's told us she quit her job because God told her to. She told us all this stuff, so we know all this stuff. What I feel is she's being deceptive to the donors. She's deceiving the donors. She's deceiving them, being deceptive. She's not being transparent. Just like GoFundMe. She's got a GoFundMe. In the GoFundMe, she asked for help. She said her car just got repossessed. Okay, in the GoFundMe. Now the GoFundMe is different. The GoFundMe, you do have to pay taxes on that because of the simple fact it gets sent to the IRS. If they get $20,000 donation, that'll get sent to the IRS. They got to pay taxes on that, okay? And that's kind of how Cash App and Venmo is supposed to be. They are supposed to have a business account. So the taxes and the IRS knows. And then, of course, Jasmine would minus what cost of the ministry there is and what cost she would get paid or whatever the case may be. She would have to pay taxes on her personal income. And since the income for the ministry, since her ministry ain't a 501c or a registered organization, that money going to the ministry should be taxed too. Okay? You see what I'm saying? Excuse me, guys. Now, if she's taking in money from these donors and saying donate to the ministry to help the ministry, she should be saying, okay, $100 goes to the ministry. $100 goes in my pocket for my pay or my salary, whatever the case may be. But she's not. She's just saying, please donate to the ministry to help the ministry. You don't take that money if it's being donated to the ministry and use it for your rent, your bills. It does say you can use money from the ministry for your internet, for like a new computer if your computer breaks because you're doing live Bible studies and Bible readings. It does say that you can use it for like Bible scriptures if you're printing out Bible scriptures to read to people, things like that. But it is not supposed to go for your personal rent or your food or ordering DoorDash or your necessities, unless you're taking a salary. But again, if you're taking a salary, just like you at home, if you are working a job, taxes are supposed to be taken out. So basically, she is committing tax fraud, tax evasion. She's creating embezzlement and also wire fraud because she's doing it through Venmo and Cash App. And Venmo does have in their terms of service that they do not allow that taking donations from a ministry unless you are a business Venmo. And neither one of her accounts are business, okay? They're both personal, which means she's getting peer-to-peer donations. And the donors, when they donate to a real ministry, when someone donates to a real ministry, registered organization, or a church, they can write that off on their taxes. This money going to Jasmine and her boyfriend, they cannot write off on their taxes, okay? So in my eyes, she's doing everything wrong. In my eyes, she is using God, the scriptures, the Bible, and Christianity to get money. And I read in my last video the whole thing about using God for money so you do not have to work. And in that scriptures that I read on the computer in my last video, and if you didn't watch it, please go back and watch it. It specifically says that when you use God or the Bible or scriptures for money, you are basically worse than the unbeliever of God. Okay? That is what I'm trying to get into Jasmine's head. She don't think she's doing anything wrong, but I do. Unless she's just playing it off because of the greed and the money that's coming into her. She talked about the movie The Devil's Advocate, where people became rich, that serve God and glorified God and rich and fame. And, that rings a bell in my head. It's like she's trying to build this channel to be rich and famous and to use God and the scriptures and the Bible and Christianity in that way just doesn't fit with me. Okay? Now, like I said, I don't hate Jasmine. I don't wish her to pass on. I don't wish hardship on her, but they've been doing this now over 6 months, guys. Over 6 months. They've probably gotten $25,000 worth of donations, maybe even more. And it seems like greed has taken her over because she's got all paid memberships. She got 2 different tiers of paid memberships on her channel. She wants people to pay her for coaching. She wants people to pay her for 30 minutes just to be your friend. Why would you pay a woman that's been homeless 3 times, evicted 3 times, car repoed, bad credit, her boyfriend was just in jail a few weeks ago. We all know that story. I'm not going to say it again. And she was also with him, and at first told him no, because I think she had a smartness in her head. But then she went along with him, and they both ended up in the back of cop cars, 2 separate cop cars. But I heard she was let go, and I received this message by email. So somebody must know or be watching them or something, I don't know. I received this message in email, and she was let go because her boyfriend took the rap for her. It just makes me go crazy because Miss Jasmine claims to be doing all the work over there. She said she's got school, she's doing the scriptures, she's setting up the Bible studies, setting up the coaching, setting up the therapy sessions, whatever she's doing over there. She said she's doing all herself, and she's glad she's got this break. Then what is your boyfriend doing? I know you love him, and you might say, well, I should be getting a salary anyway. I should be getting paid anyway. So if I want to support him with my salary or with my pay, I got that right. And yeah, she's right about that. But if she's taking a salary, if she's getting paid, which she is because they're putting a roof over her head, she's getting $3,000 in donations. $2,050 is going for the room a month, just for that. So you're talking about $2,050 for that. You're talking about DoorDash, Uber Eats. You're talking about their personal needs. Okay? That doesn't fit well with me. Okay? How much is going into the ministry? That's another thing. She's saying donate to the ministry to help to the ministry. She's not being specific on how much is going to the ministry. Is $20 going into the ministry? And, $2,080 going into their pockets? That is what they're supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be transparent with their donors, where the money is going. Okay? Just like I said, the GoFundMe, she has on there that she lost her job. Or no, she didn't put about her job in there. She said that they became homeless. I don't even think she put anything about her job in there in the GoFundMe. She put that they're homeless and that their car got repoed and basically they need help. She didn't put in her GoFundMe, I quit my job because God told me to. Because if somebody's seen that, if people seen that, of course they wouldn't donate to it. They would say, well, she made herself homeless. Do you see what I'm saying? She's deceiving people all over. On GoFundMe, on YouTube, she's deceiving the Bible. She's going against scriptures. She's going against everything. If you're going to glorify God and serve God, shouldn't you be telling the truth? Should you be lying every single day? Should you be deceiving people every single day? Should you be transparent with your donors? I think so. And that's what gets me. I'm trying to figure out why people support this channel. And if you are one of the supporters, please comment down below. I want to know why you support the channel. If you think she's doing anything wrong or see anything wrong, I want you to comment down below. To my regular subscribers and the people that have joined me since I started these videos, I want to know from you, do you support Jasmine? Do you not support her? Why you don't support her? I want to know what you see wrong down in the comments down below. That's what I want to see today. And I will try to answer every single comment that's posted. Please, even if you're a supporter of Jasmine, I want to see your comment. Or if you were a supporter and donated to her, I want to know what made you donate to her. And then what made you stray from Jasmine. Okay? Now, I believe homeless deserve help. I'm not a B word. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not a bastard, okay? I'm not an a-hole or a jerk. And a lot of people probably think I am. But I'm really not. I would help homeless too. But if homeless don't want to help themselves, like her and her boyfriend don't want to help themselves and change the situation, yeah, they're getting money now, and I know what's going to happen. They're going to build their YouTube channel up until they make enough off of AdSense, and then they're going to stop begging for donations. But you know what that tells me? Once they build their YouTube channel up and start making the money the right way, they still used God. They still used the scriptures, the Bible, Christianity, and they still used those donors to get what they want, to get what they need. To me, once they build their channel up and they got enough subscribers and they get enough AdSense and they don't have to beg for money no more, basically, that leads me to believe they built that channel on lies, deception, and everything else. And I don't think that's right. I don't think they should be doing it the way they're doing it, period. Like I said before, guys, I don't hate Jasmine. I don't wish her harm, but these people have been doing this over 6 months now. When are they going to start helping themselves? It's just like the people in Florida. I watch Hope on a Budget. Go look at them videos. Hope on a Budget. Hope on a Budget is a woman that films her going around and giving homeless people food, socks, shoes, clothes in Florida. Okay, she was doing it in Florida. She has gotten told several times by the police officers she could not feed the homeless. Now, they did say it was because she didn't have a permit, but they also said that the homeless have been offered help. Okay? The homeless have been offered help in Florida, and the homeless does not take it. They've been offered help in outreach programs, rug programs. I'm not going to say the real word because YouTube don't like that, but they've been offered to go into rehab and things like that and housing, and they don't want it. So the police think they should not be fed by others. And not only that, it caused a bunch of commotion in the street and everything else. And this is what I'm saying. If a homeless person don't want to help themselves, okay, there's only so much you could do for a homeless person. And you know what I mean? It's just weird why some people will support this kind of thing here on YouTube. Like I said before, there are many channels out there that do free Bible study. They do live scriptures. They don't charge nothing. They don't ask for donations. The Mills family, Tom, he don't beg for donations. He don't ask for donations. Does he get a super chat once in a while? Yes, he does. But he says, thank you very much for that, but you didn't have to do that. That's it. Sometimes his kids will get gifts for their birthday or Christmas or whatever from his subscribers, and they get those gifts. Now, if you don't know Tom, he's a very respectable man. His wife died quite a few years ago from cancer. I've been watching his channel for years. He's got like 7 kids. He does live Bible study. He will be your friend. He will talk to you for free. While Jasmine is over there, you want to be her friend for 30 minutes and talk to her and get insight on something or talk about your life and get therapy on it, which she shouldn't be therapying anybody because she ain't even got her own life straight. She wants $30 for 30 minutes. Tom, he won't charge you for that. He will talk to you. I'm sure if you emailed him, he would talk to you for totally free. He does live dinner nights with him and his children. Him and his children sit down at the table. He cooks dinner. They sit down at the table. He gets the camera by them. You watch them eat. You watch them talk. And he talks to everybody in his chat. You got questions for him. He answers it when he does his live scriptures. He goes through everything. And if you don't understand the scripture and you tell him, he will explain the scripture to you. And if you don't agree with the scripture, he will say that's okay. Everybody's got their own opinion. He won't block you. Now, on the case of Jasmine's channel, she blocks everybody. And I've seen somebody that blocked everybody on their YouTube channel before, and you know what that does? It ruins the channel. Now, I'm not mad she blocked me. I don't want to talk to her because she's not right up here. As far as I'm concerned, she's doing a lot of thieving. She's doing a lot of deception, deceiving people, and I don't like it. So I don't want to talk to her anyway. But I'm just saying, she blocks anybody that's got their own opinion and something that she does not like. That ruins a YouTube channel. I know because I watch this one channel called Vanessa's Van Life Journey. It ain't up no more. She changed it to Vanessa VIPB, I think, or something like that. She was doing the same thing. Coming on YouTube, begging for money, wanting donations, things like that. She started blocking people just like Jasmine did, blocking all the bad comments. And the channel's dead now. She's got 70,000 subscribers, and she's only making about $500 a month now. Now, she should be making a couple thousand a month. But because she blocks everybody on the channel, some people actually like to see the bad comments, the negative comments. Some people just go there for the comments, okay? So it destroys a channel. And that's another thing, the coaching for YouTube, I wouldn't take her coaching. She don't know nothing about YouTube, okay? I know more. You want coaching for YouTube and what not to do, learn from me. I've had this channel since 2008, 18 years, and I have not made a dime off of it. You know why? Because I ruined my channel. I changed the category. I went from a reselling channel to a scamming channel and then another channel, and I changed the name. That ruins your channel. I know because I've been through it. I'm not monetized. The ads you see, YouTube gets that money. I do not get that money. Okay? That goes to YouTube. I don't got AdSense. I don't ask for donations. I wouldn't ask for donations. If I ended up having to move out of here, I wouldn't ask for help. I would pay for it myself. I don't ask people for help. Yes, there's nothing wrong with asking for people for help once in a while. But this has been going on with this YouTube channel for over 6 months now. I mean, what are these people going to take care of them until they're 80 or 90? That is my question. But please, guys, if you're a supporter of Jasmine, leave your comments down below. I want to know why you like the channel. I know she's a nice person. She does seem like a nice person. And she does seem like she can make the right decisions and teach the Bible right and teach the scriptures right. But leaving stuff out of the scriptures, leaving stuff out of the Bible and teaching the Bible and the scriptures, that doesn't work with me neither. She should be teaching the whole Bible. What I just read you yesterday about quitting your job, if God calls you to quit your job, should you quit your job and use the Bible and the scriptures to get donations so you don't have to work? I read everything to you, that it's worse than the unbeliever. She won't read that in her live scripture. She won't tell you that part of the Bible, because then people are going to say, wow, then why ain't you working? Why ain't your man working? Get it, guys? Please, non-supporters, supporters, write down below. Take your time out. Write what you do like about the channel, what you don't like about the channel. I know there was somebody in here the other day. They said they don't support her, but they like to watch her cook. Okay. You like to watch somebody cook in a bathroom. I don't know why. There's tons of cooking videos on YouTube, and they cook in a regular kitchen. But everybody's got their likes and dislikes, okay? Like I said, I'm not a mean-ass person, but I don't like what she's doing. You let me know what you think down below, please. I want as many comments as I can get, and I will answer you back. Much love to all. See you in my next video.